been around and know what I'm saying. So it's not a fan base, me. You know, look at club. You know what I mean? You either with it or you're not with it.
Here's to the story, and of course, big up to Duas. Now, teaching children responsibility is a very peculiar kind of thing. You know, a lot of parents want to be responsible for their children. They want to literally do everything for them. So you're literally giving them duties. And in giving them duties, next thing you know, you turn around and they say, oh, they haven't done this, they haven't done that. Oh, you're frustrated. You just take it up and do it for them. You say to them, clean your room. You're in them room, I take up stuff all over the place. You're in the living room, taking up all the toys and all this stuff. But you're teaching them responsibility. You have to understand something. In order to teach responsibility, you have to teach it early. And you have to stick to it. Yeah, they might forget things, but it don't matter. You can't be the person who's going around and making sure that, alright, the very things you've told them to do is the very things you end up doing. Whose responsibility is it going to be in the end? So here's a good suggestion. How about giving your children a pet? Yeah, get them a pet. Now, it doesn't always have to be a puppy, but it can be. Because remember now, the puppy needs to eat, the puppy needs to drink, the puppy needs to be taken for a walk in the yard or taken for a walk down the street. This puppy is not going to eventually become your responsibility. Why? Because that's what you're doing. You're teaching your child the responsibility to take care of a living thing. You don't want a dog because maybe you live in a complex that they don't allow you to have a dog. Try a goldfish. Yeah. Or maybe a plant. You see how simple it is? Just understand that that plant is Tommy's little plant. That's Gina's little plant. That plant. The one they need to water all the time. The one they need to make sure gets the sun. The one they need to make sure is the best, well kept thing. It's a living thing. So, puppy, kitten, fish, and it doesn't have to be a goldfish. You can decide that you want to get something more resilient like a fighter or something. And if you're going to be teaching them the responsibility, make sure that they have all the right instructions, guidance, the necessary information on how to take care of this living thing. You simply can't be teaching responsibility and just say, here what, see a plant here, let me see what you do with it. You can ask them to go do some more research, but originally set it up and make them be a part of the setup as well. You don't just want them to come and just see everything ready made. So as simple as it is, if it's a plant, go with them to the plant store and say, okay, fine, let's choose a plant. Something easy, not something that requires some horticultural exam. And if it's a fish, find out how much, food, not necessarily fish food, but maybe it's breadcrumbs, how much feeding and how much, this fish need. How often you need to change the water? How much water is supposed to be in there? Is it best to keep it in light or not? For a puppy, where's the best place to keep a puppy? What do you need to do? Every morning you need to do this with the puppy. Every evening you need to do that. And keep them on the ball. Keep them on the ball. It simply can't be that you're going to just watch 2, 3, 4 days pass and nothing is happening and they lose interest. No. You know life funny? I bet you if you decided to have another child, all of a sudden you'd look at your 6-year-old and try to convince them that they also need to be helping to take care and watch the baby and make sure the baby don't do this and make sure the baby don't do that. That's not the only way to teach them responsibility. One of the easiest things to do, just give them something more than likely that they like. A pet, a plant, something. And if you decide that money is your argument or space is your argument, okay, so you don't want to get them a pet, you don't want to get them a plant or anything like that, or a puppy or whatever. Okay, so you have a small garden in your yard. Give them the duty to water the plants. How about that? It's not that difficult. You decide what the schedule is. If they water in the morning, they water in the evening, whatever the time frame is, it's something they have to do. It's not just dishes and cleaning up room. If it is that the car needs to be washed, okay, fine. That's your duty. Every Saturday morning you get up, here are the things that you need to use to wash the car. And you teach them how to get it done. It's responsibility. So that when you say to them, that's your responsibility, they understand what it's about. And another part of this as well, let me tell you something about teaching them the responsibility. It's not a bad thing, you know. It's really not a bad thing. Yes, you might get frustrated easily and say, you know what, let me just do this myself. And by the way, stop trying to pay your children for the responsibility that you decided to teach them. If it is that they're supposed to take care of the puppy that you got for them, why are you paying them an allowance to take care of the puppy? If they're supposed to wash the car every Saturday morning, why are you paying them to do it? Remember, there's a difference between paying them a little, stipend to do little odd things that you say, all right, fine, good, earn some money, do this. That's a different thing. Responsibility is something that is specifically under their purview. A feed them thing that. You know, as them pay rent and mortgage, or light and water, you're asking them to just find a way to early in life become responsible. Because believe you me, the child who understands from early what it is like to take care of another living thing, to have that responsibility, to watch it grow, be it dog, fish, plant, to watch it develop, to watch it change, to watch it become exactly what it is that it can. Through the good times and the bad times, because chances are puppy sick, better for cook, different things. You'd never believe how much it can help to develop a child in so many different ways, other than just simply saying, all right, let's go through life and let them watch what responsibility is all about. Nothing wrong. Teach it. I promise you, it can't be a bad thing. All right? Allow them to grow into who they can become and play a part in the overall household responsibility. Anyway, here's to the story. That's Rodney's story. Look more.